my name is Jillian, and I'm going to start us off on our presentation about overtourism. The location that we chose is Miami, Florida. So this is just kind of an overview of how quickly Miami is growing as a city. So in 2021, Miami Beach was ranked pretty high on the list of best beaches in the US. So this is something that attracts a lot of tourists worldwide. And Miami as a city is growing at a rate of 0.9% annually, which is above the national average of 0.7%. And the population has increased to around 460,000 since 2020. So Miami's high growth rate is directly related to the fast urbanization rate and high-rise construction, which leads to higher population density. In particular, there's an area in downtown in Brickell. So this is an overview of how tourism has increased over the years. So in 2019, there were 19 million visitors to Miami. And in 2023, that number jumped to 26.5 million, making that around a 39.5% increase. So the impact of tourism on Miami's local community. Miami has been a hotspot for decades, but again has been growing at a very rapid pace. Spring breakers flood the city between the months of March and May, and this causes a huge disruption for the locals, such as increasing traffic, trashing beaches, drinking obsessively, causing crime and violence. And the cost of living has also increased, partly due to people who purchase vacation rentals and post them on third-party apps like Airbnb. So this kind of causes a shortage in long-term rentals, which leads to higher rent prices for residents. And then something else that we're going to touch on later are the cheap flights and, again, the short-term accommodations that have made this destination increase in popularity.
Hi, my name is Megan. As Jillian was saying, spring breakers are known to visit Miami in the month of March. This past March, the city of Miami has cracked down. Tourists are to expect new traffic patterns, security checkpoints at beach accesses, increased parking rates, food, and drinks. Every Thursday through Monday, people should expect to pay $30 or more to pay for parking. The city of Miami has also made short-term rentals for single-family homes and multi-family homes illegal in certain zoning areas. Rentals cannot be shorter than 6 months and 1 day. Fines will range from $1,000 to $5,000. Aside from spring breakers, traveling around Miami is almost impossible. From 2021 through 2022, Miami's traffic has jumped 30%. It is now ranked the 8th most congested city on the planet, with reckless drivers on the road, weaving in and out, cutting other drivers off, and the stop and goes cause many accidents. The traffic makes it very difficult for emergency vehicles to get to the scene. It is estimated 105 hours are lost in people's lives from driving in Miami. This on the photo on the right is an example. This was from 3 days ago. There's accidents every single day. In 2023, Airbnb had a huge growth. All of the art festivals, music festivals, car shows, food and wine festivals all have visitors coming in and out. The average rate for an overnight stay was $203 a night, and the average occupancy rate was 72%. Airbnb had 6.21 million international visitors, a 152% increase from 2022. With the influx of visitors, Airbnb owners are getting price competitive.
So now we're going to talk about the low-cost airfares that are kind of fueling this tourism. So our budget airlines like Southwest, Frontier, Alaska Airlines, these are all fueling the increase of tourists in hotspot destinations. And this has not only impacted Miami, but it impacts locations across the entire world. And on the next slide, I'll show you a picture of a nonstop round-trip flight from Los Angeles to Miami. It's very cheap, less than $500. But these low-cost airlines encourage travelers to fly to high-traffic tourist destinations that they normally wouldn't have been able to afford. So this here is an example. So during a week during spring break in March, a round-trip flight from Los Angeles to Miami is less than $500. And a rental vehicle for the same week is $828, which is almost twice the price of the flight. So this is just an example of how the flights can usually be the cheapest part of someone's vacation.
Hey, my name is Benny. I'm actually from Miami, Florida, and today we'll be discussing solutions that the city of Miami is trying to make to limit overtourism. To address overtourism in Miami, diversifying tourist attractions is a key strategy by promoting lesser known areas like Little Havana, Wynwood, and Coconut Grove. The city can reduce pressure on popular spots like South Beach while offering a more authentic experience. For example, Little Havana, Wynwood, and Coconut Grove. There's each a description under all of them, pretty much what they're known for. Little Havana, rich in Cuban culture, Wynwood known for its art and its food, and Coconut Grove known for its age. The strategy helps distribute tourist traffic, reducing overcrowding and supporting local businesses, fostering sustainable tourism for the city. Transportation, improved public transportation addresses Miami's overpopulation challenges, especially traffic congestion from residents and tourists. Public transit systems, the city bike program, these make a crucial difference to transportation. By decreasing reliance on cars, these transportation alternatives help manage the negative impacts of both overtourism and overpopulation, creating a more livable city for residents and a more enjoyable experience for visitors. Miami Beach regulates tourism to manage overtourism and maintain order during high demand periods like spring break. Stricter regulations have been introduced to deter unruly behavior and reduce overcrowding. Increases in parking rates. It's crazy to even say, but parking rates have been raised to $100 per day during peak weekends, especially in congested areas like South Beach. This discourages tourists from driving into overcrowded areas, reducing traffic congestion and strain on parking, and early closures of liquor stores. To limit alcohol-fueled behavior, Miami enforces early closures of liquor stores, um, usually between Thursday and Sunday. Just some more regulations: ban on scooter and slingshot rentals, and restricted access and security checkpoints. Um, Banning scooter and slingshot rentals limit the number of traffic related accidents and access and security checkpoint access is limiting the amount of flow in visitors to prevent the entry of individuals who may pose a security risk. These measures are part of a broader effort to control the massive influx of tourists. In conclusion, while tourism is having major impacts on destinations all over the world, there are things we can do to mitigate it while still enjoying travel. Being mindful and respectful of the people and the culture, the places we visit, is a huge step in the right direction. Doing our research beforehand can help us understand local customs, traditions, and etiquette, allowing us to engage more meaningful with the community.